on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
12 yards.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
24.
And the give, here's Judkins. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hey, kill! Tomato!
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, run!
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And it's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Browns 1st down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know a successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's good.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you've got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
First down from the 42. To the air, Mahomes. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, Chiefs.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Yellow!
Slot man's in motion right. Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 11, son.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this down near the 30. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Toss play here, Judkins. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Great job.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Hey, Rob.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. To the right and reeled in by Downs. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 13-0 lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Chiefs nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw Mahomes. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. 30 left. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we read they'll give it to Simpson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Phil.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 20-zip lead. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
The tackle by Arnold.
That is just a great drive starter. It's what every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Gain of 30.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Looked elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll run here on first down. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Yellow.
Back to the well again. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Steele. Can't right past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
He runs it across. Touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that.
And it's no good. Denied by the right upright. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. Showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Judkins on first down. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Throw right side, caught by Njoku. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Rip. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Hey, Ginger.
Judkins up the middle. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
Yellow. Attack.
Here's the handoff. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Yellow.
Second down throw for Mahomes. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he's batted away up front. His throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Hey, run! Soka, hot! Take right open.
Now it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
On the red. Hey, Soko's hot! Silver.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
These are 24.
Handoff now by Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Hey, let's go. Go. Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got Thomas on a slant. Get some space around midfield. There he goes again. Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10.
Yellow. Where's hot?
Off play action. It's Mahomes. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 3 plays.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Hey, go. Think right. Get wide. Silver.
Judkins running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Called in by Njoku, left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Looking for his wide receiver there. They're left with 4th down here.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Blown back in the backfield. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be Browns football.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
First and goal, Judkins. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
On red. Hey, Silver.
It's Judkins again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 6. They've got 3rd and goal from the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
On red. Soga, hot. Red.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
42, Chiefs 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. He's thrown deep to the left side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Fights his way through a tackle. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger, attack!
Going to the ground again on 1st. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, run! Son, they said it's hot.
Another game to Judkins. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd down run from Judkins. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ginger. Here we go.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Lee Judkins on the drop down. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Lawrence hangs out to it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On red. Hey, Soko, it's hot.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red on red. Silver.
They get to Sampson here up the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they were lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, son, it's hot. Red.
Hand off here to Sampson. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns throwing 6 more on the blowout. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Putting a receiver in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Alert! Hey, lion!
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Easy. Hey, run!
Another one for Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go! Hey, Ginger, here we go.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
Hey!
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Njoku complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
All right, let's go. Next side. Here we go.
From the gun, Judkins. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Judkins up the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
On the give, here's Judkins. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Lisa 24. Son. Silver.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Toss play here. Judkins. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, so hot. Red. So hot. Chase him.
They'll go, Judkins. That was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them the first.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Design 1 for Lawrence. So the Browns come away with the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory.